master the software features and functions and establish a right investment philosophy and gradually improve the customer's capability to analyze and trade through systematic knowledge training. All the cases demonstrated in the course are for teaching purpose only and should not be considered as trading recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading, conduct their own due diligence, and be responsible for their actual trading during the operation of Homily software. The stock analysis methods provided by Homily are for reference only. Only by scientific and rational analysis and decision making can we make better profits in the stock market. All right, so today I am going to show you the left side toolbox. And then I will also show you how to draw parallel lines and how to use the upper channel tools and the lower channel tools to draw upper channel lines and lower channel lines. Then next, I will show you how to draw golden section. And then next, I will show you how to change line setting. Next, we learn how to delete the drawings. Then the next, I will show you period toolbox and the X right toolbox. So the number 6 and number 7, it is in the left side toolbox. It is not the drawing toolbox. The last two are not that critical. So if we cannot, I cannot cover the last two, I think you can figure out how that. So we see whether we can cover the last two. All right. So before I start, can I do a quick survey? Anyone attend my last section on this left side toolbox before? You attend, this is the second time. Can you type, if it is your second time, you can type 2 in the chat room. Let me see how many are. The first time. So many are new members. Most are new members. About 6 months ago, okay, also got members then 6 months ago. All right. Okay, so in order to call out the left side toolbox, you need to go to the chat, go to this the chat tab, and then go to chart analysis. Once you come to chart analysis, then on your left side, these are left side toolbox. So left side toolbox include drawing toolbox. So all the drawings tools are in this inside the toolbox. And then in the middle it is period toolbox. So you can change time frames, the time frame for the chart in this period toolbox. So actually it's not difficult, it's quite simple. It is daily, weekly. Let me see how to change the color. Just a minute. And also monthly and quarterly. H is half year. So if you choose the one of the, for example, you choose W, that means every candlestick is a week. If you choose a day, this day, then every candlestick is a day. Okay, so that is not that difficult. And then number three is it's about the corporate action. We call at Homely, we call this last three button feeling advantage toolbox. So this is to repair gaps due to corporate actions, because when corporate, for the stock, issue rights, issues new stocks, or split, or give dividends, then the share have to adjust the price. So it will cause gaps in the chart. So in this toolbox will help you to fill up the gap, can repair the gaps, so make the chart very smooth, very smoothly. All right. So normally by default, remember, choose FAR, the last one, FAR. FAR means it will base on the last market price, and then smoothing backward, repair all the gaps, smoothen backward. Okay. So for example, say Facebook currently is 300 plus. Okay. Then over the last 10 years, Facebook every quarter give dividends, right? It also ever have a stock split. All right. So we use FAR. So we base on the current market price. So it's moving backward. So the IPO price of the Facebook, probably it will no longer the actual IPO price. It might be based on the current market price, and then and work out the new price. All right. So it is based on the current market price. Okay. But at BAR, the second last button, it is based on the IPO price and then smoothen forward. So for example, Facebook, let's say it is IPO price was $20. So if you choose BAR, then the current market price for the Facebook, probably it will become 3,000. Okay, because it will add in all the dividends, the stock splits. So it will add together. Then today's price, it might be a few thousands already. No longer the current market price, which is 300. Okay, so BAR and FAR are opposite action. We select FAR. Okay. So now we learn the drawing toolbox. So there are various drawing toolbox in Homily's software. The first one, it is straight line. The next one, it is ray. Ray means you can draw a ray, a straight line, but the one point is fixed. The other side of the line is unlimited. Then straight line is just a limit line. So there is beginning and the end of a line. But for ray, one side, the end of the line is unlimited. Okay. Then the third one is parallel channel. Parallel channel is to okay, maybe we go to the software. We go to the software. Okay. So let me see. Give me a minute. I call out the. Okay, so this is parallel line. You can draw two parallel lines in this function. It is parallel line, and then you can use upper channel tools to draw parallel line. Okay, so this upper channel tool, it will also is for uptrend. It is for uptrend. Then lower channel tool is for downtrend. This tool is the software draw the channel line for you. Later, I will show you how to draw the use these two buttons. Then extended return band, it is also can draw channel line. Okay. Then next is gun line is to draw. This is a type of channel trend line, but it's like it is like this. Okay, one is upper gun line, the other is down gun line. So if the share is moving upward, you should use upward gun line. But if the share is going down, then you should use the downward gun line. Draw downward gun line. All right. So for example, for this share, this is the it is Ponex. So it is moving upward. So I draw upward gun line. You can see many these trend different angle trend lines will be drawn, different directions trend lines. So we call this gun line upward gun line. Okay, and then each line representing the trend, different direction of trend line. So you can see the share move in different angles between the trend lines. Okay, so normally the share should move around 45 degree. Normally it moves around 45 degree. That is normally. So if the share move too fast, like here, is almost 75 degree, then it is abnormal, right? If move to the angle is less than 30%, 30 degree, then it is also showing that the momentum is not strong. Each line will be its resistance and support. So for example, here this line, it become a resistance for the movement, and this line will be its support. So let's say if it fall below, effectively break below the next trend line, then it will become its resistance, and then the share will move to the new angle. All right. So that is upper gun line. All right. And then for downtrend stocks, use downward guideline. S include golden section, extended golden section, gold target line, percentage line, and drew turning frog. This is P for the Fibonacci time zone and timelines. This one is a radar. Radar, you can, for example, if I draw a radar and then I move to, for example, I move to here. So you will see the, it will also, okay. So normally, the radar you can draw some, use it to draw points in the drawings, in the chart. Rectangle, you can draw rectangles in the chart. All right. So for example, you can draw a rectangle here. Normally, the share, let's say it is sideways, then you can draw based on its, for example, here, currently, the share is moving in this range. So you can draw a rectangle along its range. Then you will know the share will move, where is the share's support, where is resistance. Okay, so here the upper line is the stock's resistance, and here will be the stock's support. Okay, so you can get this rectangle from here. All right, so this is an ellipse. You can draw ellipse here. Okay, and this rectangle line. Okay, so it's quite similar to the guideline. It's also quite similar to guideline. All right. Okay, so L is for us to do line setting. Font, you can change the font setting here. F. Then S is to save drawing. D is to delete drawing. All right. So this is a brief introduction of the drawing toolbox. Okay. Now I will show you how to draw parallel lines. Okay. So to draw parallel lines, you can there are three tool buttons. One is parallel lines. The other is upper channel tool. Next, the third is lower channel tool. All right. So, okay. So firstly, why do you need to draw a parallel line? All right. So this is a very important question. Is it all the shares should draw parallel line? Can all stocks draw parallel line? Okay, I think what is the proper question? All right. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so for example, let's see. For example, any shares. For example, okay. All right. Okay. So for example, this is the chart of Singtel. Do you think Singtel at the moment can draw parallel line? Type 1, yes. Type 2, no. If you know the answer, is if your answer is yes, then type 1. The answer is no, type 2. My question is, for this chart, so you see the chart here, should we draw parallel line for this chart? Yes or no? Yes, type 1, no, type 2. So let me see. Yes, many say yes. All right. Okay. So for example, this is Singtel. We know Singtel actually at the moment the share is sideways. The share is sideways. Let's zoom in. The share, it is sideways, right? So it is sideways. So actually for the stock here, it is not proper to draw parallel line. All right. So all the tools will depend on the share performance. So if the share is moving upward, then yes, you should draw parallel line. You can draw parallel line. But stocks like this is some sideways, up and down, very fluctuated. So you shouldn't draw a parallel line for such stocks. All right. Okay. So firstly, you need to know whether the share is what types of movement does the stock move, trading. If the share is moving sideways, then we cannot draw parallel line for the share. Okay. We shouldn't draw the parallel line for the stock. Okay, so parallel line is for uptrend stocks or downtrend stocks. Okay, so this is very important. Tools is to serve our analysis. Okay, so if the share doesn't fit the criteria, then we don't use the tool. Okay, so this is the first, I think this is an important point we should take note. Okay. So now let's look at some stocks. For example, all right, so Franken, this stock, we can see, yes, this stock is moving upward. So it's very clear uptrend. Yes, in this situation, we can draw parallel line. Okay, and it is, in fact, later I will also show you how to draw, use these upper channel tools to draw the upper trend line. Okay, so for this stock, yes, we can draw parallel line, and then the share actually, we can draw the lower channel line and the upper channel line. So you can see Franken is moving along this channel line. Okay. Okay. So the lower channel line is support. So whenever the share move near the lower channel line, you will see the lower channel line give support to the stocks. All right. And then the upper channel lines is resistant. So whenever the share move near the upper channel lines, the upper channel line is resistant and press down the stock. Okay, so here again, when it is close to the upper channel lines, then the share has some correction. It has some correction. All right, but overall direction, we know the overall direction is upward, uptrend. Okay, so let's look at another example. All right, let's look at Julian gas. So Julian gas is also, you see in the past, it is moving upward, right? It's moved in an uptrend. So for this range, we can draw, let's see. Okay, so we can draw the lower channel line and then draw the upper channel line. So you will see Union gas is moving along the these trend lines. All right, and you can see whenever the share move near the move out of the box, very soon the share come back into the trend line, into the channel. Okay, and upper channel lines is resistant. It is resistant. All right. So and you can see now recently it fall below this lower channel line. It break down the support. So actually this is a reversal. It's already is a reversal. So once it rebound near the lower channel line, then cannot break out and get support by the lower channel line. So it go down again. So here the lower channel line is resistance. So now the share actually already reversal. All right. So some examples like okay, this is a Q&M. We can also draw parallel lines. Draw parallel lines. Okay. So previously, this Q&M move along the upper channel line, but now the share actually already break down the lower channel line. So this is a reversal already. All right. Okay. So how do we draw parallel line? How do we draw? So you should come to the left toolbox. Go to left toolbox, and then you select parallel line. Select it. So parallel line, according to the name, there are two lines. Okay. So the first line should be the low. So you go to the low of the lower channel. Go to the low, and then once you click on it, so it will give you a flexible line. So you should move it to the low point. Then release your finger. Then the lower channel line was drawn. Okay, so you get the first line. Second line, then you go to the height along the upper channel line. For example, I know this is the high point, right? Then I click on it, then it draw the parallel parallel line for me. Okay. So let's look at. Okay, any question on how to draw this parallel line? If no question, just type NO, no. All right, I don't see any questions. Okay. Any questions? Okay, all right. Now I will show you how to draw the upper channel lines with this upper channel tool. So firstly, you need to go to this button and then select upper channel tool. Select it. So how do you know it was selected? If on the side there was a check beside it, that means this function was selected. Okay, so it is selected. Then we go to the chart. It is actually the operation is different from the parallel line. So you should come to the first point. This is the first point. Then you cannot see my operation. So I will tell you what I am doing with my mouse. So currently my mouse is highlight, hold and highlight the low point here. You see a very tiny rectangle in the low point, right? And then I go to the next low point. The next low point is here. I also hold my mouse, the left button. I hold and draw a tiny rectangle at the low point here. Okay, so you see there is no line draw in the chart, right? So now the third point, I go to the high point here. And then I also hold my mouse and draw a tiny rectangle here. So after that, the upper channel line was drawn. All right, so that is how you use the upper channel tools to draw the upper channel line. All right, so what you need to do is you need to tell the software, you highlight to the software, where is the number 1 point, number 2 point, and the number 3 point. Then the software will draw the upper channel line for you. Okay, that means I highlight the point here, the number 1 point, number 2 point, and then number 3 point. I just highlight to the, after I select upper channel 2, I need to select it first. Then I highlight it, and highlight it, the third point. So the software will draw the upper channel line for you. Okay. Okay, so that is how you can draw the upper channel with the upper channel tool. For lower channel tool, this is for downtrend stock. So for downtrend stock, you shouldn't use upper channel tool. You should use lower channel tools. So let's see what is downtrend stocks. For example, simple one, Hang Seng Index. Hang Seng Index, we know actually it has been since last February, the index was keep falling, right? It keep falling, move down. Yeah, so for this situation, we can draw lower channel tool. Okay. You can see the Hang Seng Index actually consolidate, and then it break down the resistance here, then it move down, right? Move down, and then currently consolidate again. Okay. So we can draw the for this period, we can draw parallel line. Okay, so we can draw the downtrend line. So we can draw the lower channel line, and then the upper channel line and the lower channel line. So you know Hang Seng Index is moving along this channel. Okay, but currently it seems here is still moving along here. Okay, and when we zoom in, okay, so at the moment we cannot say this direction, the downtrend has been reversed. Actually, it's a bottom. It's actually a bottom is like rebound. It's only rebound, right? It's not a direction reversal. We cannot say Hang Seng Index is already turning to the bullish mode. No, not yet. It's actually oversold and then it's rebound based on the lower channel line. Okay. So this is how you draw, use parallel line to draw downtrend stock. You can use parallel line to draw downtrend stock, down channel lines. Okay, you can also use lower channel tool to draw the down channel. Okay, so now I show you how to do it. So because now we already know Hang Seng Index is moving downward. So firstly, you should check lower channel tool. You check the lower channel tool, and then you also need to tell the 3 points to the software. The first point is the high, you highlight it. This is the first point. Then the second point, you can draw here. All right. So this is the second point. Then the third point here, you see, the software will draw the down channel lines for you. Okay. And the upper channel line will be its resistance. The lower channel line will be its support. Okay. So now next, we learn how to draw golden section. So a lot of time during the class, our teachers show you the golden section. Then how do we draw golden section? Okay, golden section, 2 types of golden section. One is when the share, for example, when the stock is moving upward, then when it has correction, start correction, then you can draw golden section. You can draw golden section to know where will be its potential support. The other situation is when the share is moving downward, and then start turning. Then you will also draw golden section to know where will be its potential resistance. So there are 2 types of golden section. So for example, in this for this case, this is the Let's go to the software. The hourglass. Okay. So for example, hourglass. So the share, let's say, previously it moved higher and higher, right? Okay. So now it has some correction, keep going down. So if you are holding the share, then you probably you will want to know forecast where will be its potential support. Then if go to the support level, probably you will add more positions, right? So in this case, you can draw the golden section. You go to S, select golden section, and then you can draw the golden section. So normally, the stocks will get support at 38.2%, 50%, or 61.8%. Normally, the correction will go to 38% or 50 or 61.8%. Are there how do you say, common support level? Most stocks will get support at 38.2, 50%, or 61.8%. It will stop falling at this level. Some extreme cases, let's say it fall to 80.9% or 100%, there are very big correction. So potentially the share will reverse to downtrend. All right. So 38. Okay. So now we draw this golden section, and we will know roughly about 1.46 will get support, or 1.42 will get support, or 1.38 will get support. So in fact, you can see for the hourglass, it touched 61.8%, and then gain support, right? You get support, and then it rebound. Okay, but once rebound reach this 1.52, it face resistance again. At 38.2%, it gets support again. So eventually it break out. Okay, break out the 0% previous high. So potentially this is already break out the high, previous high. So the previous high will be its support, Okay, so that is how we can forecast some support level. Okay, we can also look at the, for example, index. Okay, Hang Seng Index. So Hang Seng Index, recently the stock has some rebound, right? Has some rebound. So when it has rebound, then we will want to know where will be its potential resistance. So we can go to the golden section. We can draw golden section and forecast where will be its potential resistance. Okay, so we can draw. So you can see at this about 26,448, 38.2% here get some resistance. 50% is also resist a key level, right? You can see around here, the share will have some resistance. Okay. All right. So how do I draw? How do I draw? Now I think some of you will ask how to draw golden section. You can go to the height here, and then you can and hold and drag to the low point, and then release. Then you can draw the golden section. Not difficult. Just firstly you need to check the function golden section. Okay. After you check the golden section, and then go to the high and go to the low. Then you can draw the golden section. All right. Let's look at the other example. Do you have any, for example, DBS? Okay, so we can see the DBS. We might not, if let's say you are a short-term, you don't like to hold the stock for long term, so your analysis zone will be shorter. So here is the low, here is the low, here is the high. Then you can draw the golden section here. So now you can see DBX. You can see DBS actually after it hit the historical high. After it hit 31.37, so now it has correction and move around 31.8% to 38.2%. It's around this range. So you can it's not it's in the consolidation. Whether this is a reversal or is a continuation of the uptrend, we have to monitor. We need the market to tell us. We cannot make the decision for the share. Well, we just wait for the evidence whether the share is break out the upper resistance or is break down the lower support level. All right. So at the moment we can see DBS actually is still moving around the range. Okay. So this is how to draw golden section. Okay, now I think I can answer some of your questions. Now the time to answer your questions. Do you have any questions about today's topic? You can type some questions here. Any questions? Very good question, Janice. The better use close price to draw. Yes, you can use close price to draw. That is even better, more accurate. Sometimes you use high and low is also okay because the support and resistance level normally is in a range, not necessarily very precisely at a very precise price. For golden section, the next question. Next question is from Oh Yang. When to draw upper or downward? Okay, this question depends on the stock's movement. If the stock is moving, when to draw upward or downward? All right. Okay, I think this is not very critical because downward or you draw downward or upward, actually is not that, because 31.8, 38.2. In fact, it is 100% minus 38.2, you get 61.8. If you 100% minus 31.8, that is 38.2%. So it is mirror to along the 50%. So if you draw downward, for example, from here, the share, most important, you understand the logic. You know, if move around 31.8 to 38.2%, that will be the important range. So if break out this range, then the share might go up to the next level. If break below this range, then it will go down to the next range. All right. So to me, draw downward or upward is not very critical, because actually there is a mirror along 50%. Okay, the next question. Let me see. How you delete the guideline? Okay. All right. So next question. Okay. So now we learn how to change line setting. How to change line setting? To change line setting. Okay. How to save and delete drawings? Actually, to let me see. Okay, so to answer the question, these are some hotkeys. You can delete the drawings. Control D is to delete the line one by one. Control X is to delete the line only temporarily, but once you Control plus V, then you can restore the line. All right. So Control D is to delete the line one by one. But if you press space bar, then all the lines in the chart will be deleted. All the lines. So you can remember these hotkeys. Control plus D to delete the lines one by one. Press space bar to eliminate all the lines. So these two are more common. The Control X or Control V, you can know. Okay. And after we draw all the lines, how do we save? You can go to here, this S and D, if you select Save Current Drawing, then whatever you draw in the chart will be saved. So the drawings will only be saved for the stock. So other stock don't have the drawings. All right. So you can call out these drawings when you call out the stock. All right. So if I draw this one, I go to S and /D, then click Save Current Drawing. Then whatever I draw was saved. And then you can see the box pop out. So the drawing was saved. If I, for example, I call out DBS, you see the drawing was called out. Okay. So you can delete the drawings. You can press this to select this to delete the drawing. If I select it, so all the drawings was deleted. So even you call out DBS, for example. So now I call out DBS. So the drawing was gone. Okay. Okay. Then how to change line setting? That is not difficult. Just select L, and then you will have the line setting. You can change the line width, the color to change the line setting. For example, I go to L, I call out. Once you click L, the L here, then this tiny box will come out. Then you can change its scale, change the scale to change the line width, and then change the color, change to white, for example. Then you can call out any drawing tools. Then the line setting, the color, the width is changed. All right, so you can change to other colors, and then wider, and then for example, I draw this, change other drawing tool, then the line setting was changed. Okay. All right. So okay, so we come to the end of today's class. So if I will look at some of your questions. What is the difference between extended golden section? Okay. Yes, that is a good question. What is the difference from extended golden section and golden section? Golden section is when the share is moved, move and have some correction. Then you use golden section to draw the support level. Okay, what it means? Let's say previously the share is moving uptrend. Then if the stock start correction, so I use golden section to draw to forecast the support levels. But extended golden section is when the share actually already break out previous high. Then we forecast where will be is new high. Then we use the extended golden section. Okay, golden section is when the share has correction. Then we forecast where will be the support. Okay, but extended golden section is already break out the high. Then where will be is new high. All right, so is it clear how I answer your question? Okay, that is Sari. Sari, I answer your question. Can draw more than one. What do you mean draw more than one? Oh, yes. Can draw more than one indicator. If I'm not wrong, so on the chart you can draw many lines in the chart. Yeah, no problem. All right. Okay, so here, how do I delete the guideline? Delete the guideline. So already answered the question. Use this function. Okay. Okay, so Tan asked, give example of extended golden section. Okay, so for example, let's look at the hourglass. The hourglass, you can see this is previous high, right? It's previous high. Okay, so now and it has correction. It has correction. So now this candlestick, because it already break out the previous high, so we can forecast potentially how high will the stock, how high can it go? Then we can go to extended golden section and draw. You see, draw. So you see from the low to the high, it is 100%. It will extend it 119%, 138.8%. Sorry. Then you will see okay, so from here you can see, because the share already break out the previous high. The previous high is 100%, and then you see it when it correction near the 100 level. So potentially here will be the support, and then the software will tell you where potentially the share will go, the target level. All right. We use the past examples. What are the, for example, what is the examples like? Let's look at okay, this is Yangzijiang, for example. Then golden section is, you see the share is moving in this range, right? So we can forecast, extend it from here. Oh, sorry, I think you can extend it. Okay. The share previously moved from okay, previously the share moved, this is the high of previous range. This is the high from 94 cents all the way moved to 1.51. This was the previous wave. Okay, so now when the share break out previous high, then we foresee, but what we forecast, the share actually can move to about 100% is from here to can move. How to say? Okay, so potentially the Yangzijiang can move another max potentially 94.5, 1.51 minus 94.5, that is about 55 cents. So from the 1.51, then potentially will move up another 55 cents. And if you draw, we can use the extended golden section and draw the new target for you. The 200% will be 1.51. The 200% will be 1.51 plus 55. That is about $2. Yeah, so potentially Yang Zijiang might go up to $2, but it's not a immediately action. It might take some time, and along the way 119%, 138.2%, 150%, all those will be is resistant. Okay, that's how to draw extended golden section. So it's when it break out the previous high, so we can forecast where will be its new high. All right, so I hope I answer your question. Yes, you can draw any pattern. Yes. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for attending today's class. I hope today is helpful for you. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.